Hello everybody, it's Tina Stitches. Welcome to my channel. Today is Saturday, September 18th, 2021, and it's a beautiful day outside for, mid-September. So we were outside doing some yard stuff, and I decided to come in and do this video because I have an unboxing that I want to do. I thought it would be fun to do it in my video, and because of ABCingo, however you want to call it, I have a few projects to share again. So I thought, well, I might as well do an entire Flosstube and keep you up to speed. Flosstube is a channel about cross stitch, and it can include other arts and crafts, but for me it's been mostly just cross stitch. Other embroidery, needle arts, embroidery type needle arts, no crochet or knitting have made it onto my Flosstube to date, as far as I can remember. I can do it. I would like to do some more, but I haven't. I have shown a bit of a quilt that I started, but that's it. So thank you for coming back. If you're returning, welcome. If you're new, I hope you like what you see. Like, share, subscribe, all that stuff. I'm still in the under 1,000 sub club, which is perfectly fine with me, but if you want to bump me up, what the heck, help a girl out. So anyways, I don't have much in the way of plans because my life has been really ruled by the monthly magazine challenge group bingo thing that they got going on, and they're calling it ABCingo because of back to school. ABC. So every person involved in this challenge makes their own bingo board according to a letter of the alphabet and match it to a project and stitch for an hour or 100 stitches on that project to be able to mark it off. And last night, on the 17th of September, the letter that was called was T, and that was the one space in an intersection. So I got two bingos, my first bingo and my second bingo, by completing that letter. And here's my board. So I've been putting the date it's called and a check mark in that square if it's finished. So I've been able to keep up, and the only time a lot of people have already got bingos, and I finally got my first one because of this, and it finished both lines across and down. So that's the project that I will be showing you later. Just lost a couple of lists. That's okay. So just want to see. I don't think I've been working on anything else except for my 2 daily projects. So no new starts, all current whips, and I do have haul. I have 2 tiny bits of haul and 1 large piece of haul. So we'll start with on the 13th. I filmed on the 12th, so on the 13th Did I show you what I filmed on the 12th? Well, you will see it because 12 on September 12th was O for Owl Forest Embroidery, and that's my Alice project, which I do almost daily, and so you'll see that one anyways. So the 13th was D, and for my D, Donner by Nora Corbett, Christmas Eve Courier Collection, and this is stitched on 32 count Nocturne Belfast by Picture This Plus. And here's where I got to. I didn't have a tail, and I didn't have any border started. And I believe one of the biggest things that is put a halt on this one is that I need to get more of that Krynic. So I really should write that down. But I don't have a pencil. I usually have a pencil, but I don't. So that is one of the, it's just frustrating to pick it up and then, oh, I'm going to fill in this bit and then realize I don't know where that thread is, so I really should just buy another one. So that's where that one's at. The next one that was called was You. I did not get very creative. I cheated and I put Biscornu because it has a U in it. You know, I did that for Vixen and Blitzen too. This is the Dawn Biscornu by Riolis. It was available on 123. It was on sale when I grabbed it. It's a full kit. And I'm stitching it as kitted. 25 count, 1/1 full cross, and you wouldn't believe how much stitching is involved in this. So here it is now, and I mostly worked on filling in this corner. Yes, this corner was not completely filled in. So I'm almost, well, I mean, technically I think I am halfway because the center medallion is finished. So this little bit of detail here would be repeated here, and then 2 more corners. And that would be the top of the Biscornu. The bottom, there is a tiny bit of stitching, but it won't take nearly as long. And I really should work on that one more. I might post pictures later today on Instagram for the Biscornu. I think it's just called a Biscornu Sal. That Sarah and Kim of Stitch and Stuff are hosting. They put it together, and I didn't start a new one because that one is already in the works, and I keep thinking I should bring out my other Biscornus and show you, but maybe when I'm in my craft room. So the next 2 days were very fortuitous for me. The 15th and the 16th. The letters that were called was G and L, and for both of those letters I had this project in because I wanted to get more progress done. So Lettres, Les Belles Lettres de GiGi, T. And the picture, this is not a printer problem. This is the original picture that came with the pattern. It is just tone one-on-one. You know, I don't have a fly problem except for when I'm filming a Flosstube. Figures, right? So it's very pretty. You can almost see it there. But when I found this online at 123, I had been scrolling through and I saw, well, the other letters are very pretty, so surely this one has got to be pretty too. And I'm right. It is very pretty. But I'm not doing it tone on tone like they did. I decided to dye a piece of fabric pink. I had a piece of pink fabric in my stash, but when I stitched on it, I didn't like the coverage that it was giving me. And so I just bought some white Edinburgh linen. I believe it's 35 count. It might be 40. I'm not 100% sure. And pink dye, and I dyed it myself. And I moved it in the Q-snap. And here's where it's at. So this guy was not finished. There's a doggy over here. He's finished. He's got a weird bum, but the sheep, I wasn't quite sure about my count because that's where the page break is, and you know, there's overlapping stitches and it's throwing me off. So I thought, well, I'll stitch the one and then I'll come up here and I'll start doing other work around, and then I can finish the back end. If I have to rip this one out, I have to rip it out, but I don't think I do. So then I came up here and I finished this swirly bit and I came across more. So page 1 is almost finished. There's a few more motif rows below this, but I wanted to work my way across the top. So there's a huge frame with, you know, this repeated on the other side, and there's a giant rooster in the middle. It looks really cool. This is my sexy sampler because black and pink, and it's not even showing up nearly as pink. That there, what you see there, the density of it is about, that's about how it is for the whole thing, but because, you know, it wants to lighten it, maybe that helps. So yeah, sexy sampler, Les Belles Lettres de GiGi. I got 2 days worth of work because L and G were both called simultaneously. The next one, on the 17th, the letter T was called. The letter T was what got me my double bingo. And for that, I am stitching Teresa Wentzler's Welcome. This is a fabulous design that I have wanted to stitch ever since I got this magazine. And I don't know what, I mean, one of the things that stopped me from stitching it was where would I put it? In my other house, it was like, there's no walls. There was a wall right at the entry, right as you open the door. So it would be like you'd be hitting this picture. To me, it was like, well, I'm not going to stitch it because I don't know where to put it. But now, I'm in the same situation. I don't know where I'm going to put it, but I've been waiting too long to stitch this beautiful piece, so I'm stitching it. This has it is very blend heavy. Very blend heavy. The row of so that's just one of the rows of symbols, and there's more. Look at all the blends. But I'm not intimidated by the blends. I have finished Peacock Tapestry, Lady of Shalott, Dragon Rider. They are all finished, and Dragon Rider is framed. I think I showed that last week, and Lady of Shalott and Peacock Tapestry are in my bin of shame. I call it my bin of shame because it's a shame it's not framed. And you see these are things that I had marked my magazines with, and the red ones were I really want to stitch. Blue ones are I could stitch this for somebody, and I did. I did stitch that for a stitching buddy. We were in an exchange together, and you could see me stitching that, right? But we'll go back to the actual topic. Teresa Wentzler, welcome. I started stitching this for monthly magazine challenge group because that's one of the things that I like about this group, is that they have pushed me to get my magazines out and start stitching them. I don't have to stitch every day on them, just pick it up and do some. So I did one night worth of stitching on this, and then I put it back in the bag. I had it on the Q-snap for one day, and here's where it's at. This is a 28 count cream something. It's off-white. It might be ivory. It's what I had in my stash so that I could start it, and it was the perfect size. So this is where I am now, and what I worked on was working in the threads that were over here and filling in the line across the top, filling in from the top down. And that's where it's at. And that's the Swan Needle Minder. That I had put with this because this design has swans in it. So that one is going to be put away until the monthly magazine challenge group tell me to pull it out again. And the way that I deal with blends, just in case you didn't know, I have all of my DMC on floss cards for this project. And they're all cut the same length. Makes it really easy because then if you're blending, let's say 226 and 316 together, take one strand off of here, one strand off of here, and they're good to go. There might be an inch or so difference at the end, but really that's not going to be noticeable. And if I have a length of floss that's much longer than the rest, I have that as a separate loop on here so that I can just pull that when it's just that single color called. So really there's not even a lot of colors, but because of the blends it's like 50 symbols. So that's Teresa Wentzler's Welcome. I don't believe in fly swatters because they're disgusting, but I wish I had one right now. So every day at lunch I try my best to take an hour and sit down and not work. And I work in a pharmacy, and sometimes that is a really difficult thing to pull myself away to sit down and do, not, you know, make compounds for kids with seizures or heart problems or, you know, things like that. I have to recognize that I can only do so much. So, I mean, let's face it, I do go and do those special exception things. I have to get them into pack up on certain days, and so I do pack up. We send up to northern reserves that are hundreds of miles away, and so we fly meds out to them Tuesdays and Thursdays. If we have to rush it out, I will get it. I will do it as long as it's, you know, something that can be done. If I don't have this, if I don't have the stock, I can't do it. So I will do it. If I can't get it done on Tuesday, it has to be done on Thursday. We will send out special rushes Friday and Monday, but so anyways, that's my dilemma most days, is everything that is urgent done. And yeah, so this is my lunchtime project. This is the Owl Forest Embroidery Mystery Alice in Wonderland Mystery Sal, and they are releasing a part of the project every 2 weeks. I think there's 23 parts. And last week I said that the part that was dropped was two lizards dueling. It's not two lizards dueling. They're handing an invitation. They're holding an envelope. I'm not that far. I am still on part 9. And it is the mushroom with the caterpillar. And I have the top of the mushroom done. I am very low on the color for the caterpillar, so until I get more periwinkle by Weeks Dye Works, this color, I mean, I might have enough to do it, but I don't think that I do. And I'd rather get more and have enough to do the full part of that thing than, if the dye lot doesn't match, I don't want to be ripping out most of it because of a dye lot problem. Although the way that he's charted, it's a Caterpillar, you know, they have circular bumps. I could make whatever, I could make it work, but I'm working on the mushroom because I have things that I can stitch on it while I wait for the periwinkle, which I don't know what I'm waiting for. I have to order it before I can get it. So there are other parts of this pattern that I've done the same thing to. For instance, the house over here. You can kind of see the house is missing the brown because Chris's bonbon I was running out of. That's the color I'm using for the brown. And I did place that order, and I have tracked the shipment. It should be here Monday. Yeah, Monday. I know I have threads in here, but I don't think. No. No periwinkle, but cool azul might be close enough to fudge it if I have to. One more big project, and then it's on to haul. So I explained last week that in order for me to finish this project in a year, I would have to work on it every day, or try to stitch 200 stitches on it every day. If I don't get to stitch on it every day, then try to make up for it during the week by, you know, I want to average 200 a day, so I want to get a total of 1400 a week. I don't know where my little slip of paper is. I'm pretty sure it's over there where I put Beloved when I'm not stitching on it. I did Sunday was about 150 stitches. Monday and Tuesday were about 180. So Wednesday I had to make up for it, and I believe I got like 300 and something stitches. Thursday was up above 200. Friday was 0 because Friday is always 0. It's early day at work. And today, Saturday, I had to make up for Friday, so 400 stitches. I believe I put in like 420. I tallied it all up. I'm at 1230 something. Like it did make my minimum requirement. You might want to see what this is supposed to look like, so let me see if I can bring it up quickly. So here is Beloved by Heaven and Earth Designs. This, I am stitching the full-size original. I don't know if there's a max color or anything like that. It's monochromatic, so max color would be a little bit over the top. This is stitched on 25 count, 2/1/2 cross. And I was working over here again because it's a lot of black, so it's just easy to pick up and stitch in. And actually, to save myself some time, I have not even been flipping it over and tying off the ends. I have just been, when I get so much thread left on my needle, I will just bring it up so far away and then as I stitch over it, I will snip it off, get rid of that end. I believe it's technically known as an away waist knot, but I could be wrong because I am not an expert. I know when you start it in the same fashion, it's then called an away waist knot, but I don't need to do that because I'm using the loop method. So here's where it's at. So tomorrow, being Sunday, I should plug in my tablet and make sure it's got a good charge. I think I might come over here and start working these threads in. So that's where that's at right now. So now we're at haul. I got me a Black Needle Society Retreat in a Box Cozy Stitching September edition. This is my first Retreat in a Box by Black Needle or by any of the box companies. And I also got, this was just from Stash Unload. I got a Sweetheart Tree chart and charm. This one is Pumpkin Time Heart. It's actually, I might keep that out for Halloween stitching, because now that I'm thinking of it, why not? It's cute. And actually I have some spooky October fabric that might go good with. And I won a draw on Laura, the Stitching by the Shore, her YouTube channel. I won antique birds and cages. I don't think I have it. I'm pretty sure I have keys. I'm not sure if I have scissors. Pretty sure I don't have the birds, but I have it now. So I will be adding that to my stash, and when I can climb through the clutter that is in my craft room, I will see if I have the other patterns. So now it's time to break into this box. I didn't bring a knife. Didn't bring scissors or anything. So just a second. Okay, I just ran into the kitchen to get a knife. I know that's a little bit overkill for this, but what the heck. Here we go. Just making space for all the stuff. Okay, so here's a little blurb of what's in here. So let's see. Specialty floss. Limited edition gentle art. It's a purple, brown, and a coffee green kind of color. Mossy. So there's that. We got some paper and Earl Grey tea wax for warmer. I am one of the people that are very sensitive to scents. I can't even use a certain kind of conditioner that I bought because I will get a headache from it. But I have a couple of warmers, and I have put them on once in a while. Sometimes I will just leave the wax thing, the container open, because that's enough perfume for the room for me. Granola. I love granola. A warming. Oh, good thing I left my knife here. Charming Owl Oil Warmer. Oh, that's cute. I see fabric. What else? Another box. Every moment has its pleasures and its hopes. That's a good size coffee cup for my morning, because I find sometimes my coffee is cold by the time I'm finished it because I don't drink it fast enough. So maybe if I pour this size, it'll be just enough. So we have some cypress, fat eighth by Fiber on a Whim, cypress. It's kind of a green gray. Now I'm thinking about that pumpkin. That pumpkin design might go on here. But we'll see. Exclusive needle minder. I'm sure I'm supposed to be allowed in here now. Pumpkin spice, stitch everything nice. That is cute. The funny thing is that we just bought some pumpkin spice coffee creamer. My son did, and he took it to work and left it in the fridge there. And we had to drive an hour away to get it. So we don't think we're going to see it again. This I've been thinking about making one of these. Now I don't have to. It is one of those floss mats. Boxy. I don't know what they call it. Thread bed. So your orts and things don't go all over the floor like mine tend to. And sorry for the crinkle. A very large project. Not very large, it's a large zippered pouch or project bag. That is very cool. I might have to use this for my work project bag because it's very sturdy. And the last thing is the pattern by Janine McGowan, Autumn's Hymn.
What's that?
So yeah, so that's everything. I have to say I'm happy with everything. I think it was worth it. I was a little bit hesitant because not everything that I've seen in previous unboxings have been things that I would be really wanting. But these, I don't see me giving any of these away. Sorry. Sorry, not sorry. So, that's everything for me. And, yeah. Plans are, the letters for today the letter for today was called, and it's H, which means Hatter is going to be stitched on. So in my next video, you'll be seeing that. I should have my haul from 123, so I will be able to work on Alice some more. And that means I'm also going to be getting a piece of fabric for a new start. And I'm hoping to start it before the end of September because, yeah, stuff. So, I am going to end this now, and I hope to be back in a week, probably 2, count on 2, but maybe 1 because all of the ABCingo stitching makes a lot of projects to show. So I am going to go now. I'm going to enjoy my new toys, get these all put away somewhere, and see you in a week. Take care of each other, be kind, happy stitching, bye.